Trust me, the last thing that I want to be making my topic of conversation when I'm trying to give you some daily MMA news is Nina drama. Much less a Nina drama Dana White combination. Much less a Nina drama plus Dana White plus social media skit combination. Much less a Nina drama plus Dana White plus social media skit plus people hating in the comment sections. Much less Nina drama plus Dana White plus a social media skit plus people hating in the comment section, plus I guess me hating on those people hating in the comment section. But as I was looking at the news right now, I felt like that was my only option. I also had some feelings about Rose Namajunas versus Alexa Grasso. It made me, I thought I was sad at first, but then I realized I think I'm relieved. I've been sad. I've been sad that these two ladies, my two favorite ladies in MMA, it made me sad that they were going to fight each other. So then why would it make me sad that they're not going to fight each other now? That didn't make sense. But that's tough. There was a window of time. And I don't know if I would be as strong as to say she's no longer, but there was definitely a time where if you ask me, after Khabib Nurmagomedov retired, if you would ask me who's your favorite female fighter, I'd say Rose Namajunas. But there was a time where after Khabib retired, peace be upon him, after he retired, if you asked me, who's your favorite fighter, I'd say Rose Namajunas. Your favorite fighter, not your favorite female fighter, I'd say Rose Namajunas. And never disrespect again by trying to clarify. So if it came down to it, and I don't know if I have a thing in like I could save her, and I'm not saying it like that, because I'm very happily and faithfully in a monotonous relationship, and I'm not saying it like that. I'm just saying it like a wounded puppy kind of thing, like because of her afflictions with I want to say this delicately, basically being abducted and brainwashed by her coach. I just mean that I could save her type of thing. Like I could be help manage or something like that. Help get her some sponsorships. You don't need to be capable of knowing how to get your own sponsorships in order to get them for other people. It doesn't really apply that way. But the thought of her and Alexa Grasso made me sad because I'm a big fan of Alexa Grasso. And I think, the only person on earth that called that she was going to beat Valentina and stripper. Everybody laughed at me until they got her hand raised. But aside from that, I've been seeing a lot of people hating on and critiquing this Nina drama video that she made with Dana White. And it's kind of weird that they use that super old format where you throw the box at somebody's head and it takes forever to hit them. That is months old now. It is out of the meme rotation. The Zillennials would definitely call that boomer status at this point. So it is kind of weird because I thought that Nina drama, it was her thing to kind of have her finger on the pulse of the brain rot. So they did that skit together. And, unfortunately, anytime you're trying to if a local company does it for their business and they want to promote their donut shop or something, it's cute. I get it. There's an old lady doing it. And it's all right. You're putting in that work. I respect that. But when it's the UFC and they're trying to promote their new Bitcoin thing or a gambling site or sell you tickets, it's not the same. But so there was something kind of about it. I thought it was kind of funny at the end when Dana's like, oh snap, I hit her with the corner, which I feel like the editor ruined, because you could see as clear as day he did not hit her with the corner. When they like slowed it down and tried to focus on it, he did not hit her with the corner. So they kind of ruined the punchline. And it wasn't even a intended punchline. That's why I actually chuckled at it, because finally for once there was some sincerity there. And it wasn't like Dana or someone putting on a show. Dana thought he hit her with the corner. He was like, oh dang. Like, and it was like, oh, I'm getting some realness right here. Usually they're, putting on that act. And I kind of chuckled at that, and then they ruined it. But there were so many people just hating in the comment section. And look, I've spoken my piece on this. I won't get into the whole thing, but long story short, I've kind of not been a great big fat fan of Nina Drama. And to be very honest with you, a good percentage of that was maybe some bitterness, some jealousy. Because although I have no intention, I have no desire, for real, I have no desire to stand across from UFC fighters and try to chop it up with them and laugh with them. That's just not my avenue. I have no interest in doing that. I remember I was supposed to do it, and I've told you guys this, I was supposed to do that with Tito Ortiz. I was in touch with one of his dudes, and Tito Ortiz wasn't even in the UFC anymore at that point. And I was still like, like I get too in my beanie about it. And it's like, could you imagine if I was trying to do that with like Marab or somebody who actually is like at the top right now? And it's like, nah, I don't need that. I don't want that. I have a different lane. But I remember when I see her doing that, I was like, man, I feel like that humor, I say in quotes, because I know everyone has a different sense of humor. The humor that she brings to it kind of frustrated me, because I feel like that's what I have an intent to bring to the sport. And I feel like she just overnight. And it's like, that's not fair. That's not fair just because I ain't got those Dolly Partons. That's not fair, bro. But anyway, that aside, it kind of amazes me when people like that get so much hate, though, because what's the alternative? And then, it started making me think, who do people like? Who does people like? Does. Who are people liking? Because I see Nina Drama videos, people talk trash. I see Ariel Helwani videos, people talking smack. I see Luke Thomas videos, people talking papas. DC and Chaleson and people talking trash. Usman and Henry Cejudo, people. Okamoto, he's this and that. Laura Stanko, get her out of here. Nobody wants to listen to anybody. Like, who does the people? Like, if you're going to be at the restaurant, you're like, this is trash, there's no good. What do you want to eat then, bro? Well, I don't know. I just eat to survive. I don't even got taste buds. My taste buds burned off in a house fire when I was 5 years old. Like, bro, I get it. Everyone has a different sense of humor. People connect with different people. But I swear, like, I don't even, who do the people like? Like, if it wasn't Nina Drama sitting there, who do they want to be sitting there? And it kind of reminds me of when MMA fans complain about, because like people will point to that Woodley and Stephen Wonderboy Thompson fight, right? And the casuals, the people dubbed as casuals, will say it's boring. But the people who love and respect the sport, the Puritans, they'll say, no, it was a chess match. It was strategy. It was amazing. So then I equate that to people like Nina Drama. Nina Drama would be the equivalent to like Paddy Pimblett and Gaethje, right? The Rock'em Sock'em. Other than that, what do you want? Someone that's like super analytical and cerebral. Are you going to get some good content like that? Like, maybe it's to the point. Maybe they're just giving you the facts. Maybe they're not, you don't think they're being immature, they're being silly or whatever. But do you want to be a fan of a sport, of an industry that's absolutely devoid of humor and entertainment. Like, I just don't get it. Like, again, I hope I set this up correctly. I'm not a big Nina Drama fan. But when I see people criticize what they're trying to do, it's like, well, what do you want then? Because I bet you if Luke Thomas was sitting there and he was just being all monotone and playing and all that, you'd be like, this dude's boring. So then Nina Drama's sitting there, she's doing her shenanigans. Oh, well, she's an idiot, she's stupid. Like, what do we want then? Dana White's boring. He looks like he doesn't care about the sport. He's checked out. Okay, but then when he's trying to have a good time and he's eating chocolate spaghetti and doing all this crazy stuff and trying to do the social media thing, even though he doesn't kind of like your grandpa would do it because he doesn't really get it. He's like, this is hip, right? Then you don't like that either. And sometimes it gets a little bit exhausting. It's like, are we just going to complain about everything forever and not like anything? Are we just going to be grouches forever? What I want to see is a Nina Drama and Luke Thomas collab. I think that'll level everybody out.